Welcome back to the Beer and Food Pairing channel. Today we're going to make an Italian rigatoni dish with a Yorkshire twist. So our ingredients today, we have a nice dry rigatoni. Normally the Italians would use fresh, but we're just using dry for this dish. And then we've got some lovely sea salt, very coarse, which we're going to marinate the pasta in. Also our twist to it is we're going to use a Yorkshire shepherd's purse salad cheese. And then we have our lovely plum cherry tomatoes, some garlic, some Italian herbs, and then we're going to marinate the rigatoni in the Moretti, which is sal di mare, which has a hint of salt in it as well, which really enhances the flavour. So the first job, we're going to marinate the rigatoni in some beer. So what we do is we take it into a tray and pour the beer over the top. Just so it's covered, and always leave some to drink later. And then we put some of this coarse salt, sprinkle it over. Just really does bring the flavour out of the pasta. And you just leave that there for 10 minutes. So while the pasta is marinated in the salt and the beer, we'll put together the tomatoes into a dish. As you can see, they're lovely plum tomatoes, cherry ones. Got a nice dish here, and then you just tip them in. And then we sprinkle them with olive oil, drizzle, good drizzle. Then we have some garlic puree, and just move them about in it. And then you can use fresh herbs, but we've got some dry ones just for today, which are very nice indeed. And just get them ready. That's a really good bit of black pepper. Not too much salt, because we've got quite a lot of salt coming out of the cheese and the pasta. We'll just have a little salt. There we are. And then we put them into the oven to cook for about 20 minutes until they start blistering. Then we'll add the cheese. So the pasta has now been marinated in the beer and some salt. So now I've got a pan of boiling water, which I'm going to put the rigatoni into and bring to the boil and simmer for about 10 minutes until it's al dente, crunchy. Thank you. So we're bringing the pasta up to the boil now, and I'll just give it a stir so it's not stuck, and then once it comes to the boil, turn it down and we'll let it simmer for 10 minutes. Done. So the tomatoes are just starting to blister, so what we do is we make a little hole in the middle to fit the cheese in, which I'm going to use Mrs. Bell's salad cheese made by Shepherd's Purse. So now I've put the Shepherd's Purse cheese in to the hot, it's still quite hot, so I need some nice ground pepper. And I'll put some more of the herbs onto the cheese. And then you just bake it until it starts to go soft and nice and brown. So to the oven we go. So after 20 minutes I do believe it's ready, so I'll pop out to the oven and fetch it over. Beautiful. There, look at that. It's all melted, all the juices from the tomatoes, everything is ready. So what we do next, as you can see, the tomatoes are all starting to blister. So what you do is, you just try and break them all up, and then you mix in with the cheese. Just squish them. And mix it all up with the cheese. You can mush it up a little bit more if you want, but you can also have some of them quite whole. Just takes a bit of time because it's really hot. And it just makes a lovely creamy tomato sauce, which that looks quite nice and rustic. And what you do next is add your pasta, which I shall do straight away. And there it goes. And then you just want a spoon. Just turn your pasta into your sauce. Literally just cover the pasta with it. You can also add extra parmesan if you feel like it. It is quite cheesy anyway. Oops, just missed one. Then you can also add bacon or chorizo sausage, but this is a nice vegetarian version. Then what I do is just get some basil, just rip it in. And just turn that in. There you are. Then just ready to serve. So, as you can see, we have our Italian rigatoni with some beautiful cherry tomatoes, and with our sal de mer marinated pasta, and our Yorkshire shepherd's purse salad cheese.